Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Saint Rita, pray for us. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Dam.
So we will continue with our discussion on macro perspective. So let me share my screen first. So we're almost done because later on I will also discuss the different organizations in tourism. So last time, no, we have discussed the importance of tourism. So we're halfway through. No, we have discussed already that tourism can contribute to the balance of payments and of course can help in the dispersion of development. Next, the importance of tourism is it has an effect on general economic development. So again, no, na-mention naman to na ko class nga because daghan man nga mga tourists because of globalization, no, countries are open to other countries and we can also enjoy, no, traveling to other countries, being immersed with their culture, no, makakita taon sa ilahang mga tourist attractions dito, na ma-experience nato ilahang food, ilahang dance, ilahang culture tanan. And because of that, no, nga ang daghan kayong mga tourists nga mo travel, no, from one um country to another. So in demand na kaayo ang mga facilities such as hotels, no, hotels, resorts, airports, transportation sectors, restaurants, no, kay para to cater sa needs sa mga tourists, not just locally but even no mga international tourists. And because of that, no, daghang private sectors ang mo invest into making restaurants, hotels, resorts, no, the government is also investing on transportation sectors, no, to improve tourism services. And if daghan may ani nga facilities class, of course mag-need ta og manpower. And if daghag ma-hire, no, or matagag opportunity to work, then it can help in our economic development. Kay basta less ra gani class ang unemployed, no, mas healthy ang economy sa saka country. Kay tungod wala na pobre, no, wala na wala na magsalig sa gobyerno because makakuha naman sa silang kaugalingon nga income, 'di ba? At the same time, no, mas dako-dako ang ilang tax nga ma-contribute, no? So that can really help for the economy. Not only that, small businesses, no, can expand because daghan man sila og revenue, no, kay daghan mo palit sa ilaha. Sumupo na ang advantage sa tourism. Mo to siya no, na-mention na to nako, employment opportunities. Daghan kaig mga facilities nga needed to cater the needs of every tourist, no? Because, of course, class, wait lang ha. Okay. Um, di ba na-mention ko ato no nga because daghan kay mga facilities needed for tourism services, no, nga kinahanglan tag hotels, kinahanglan tag resorts, restaurants, no, magginahanglan ta og daghan kay nga facilities to cater their needs. And because of that we need people. Na-mention to nako sa kaning economic development. And wala daghang employment opportunities, no. So sa ka-hotel magkinahanglan mig 500 ka buok hotel employees ma'am, whether sa housekeeping ba na siya or sa kuan sa F&B. So muna daghag matagaan og trabaho. A while. Okay. Next is social benefits. So dili lang no for the economic health or growth ang importance of tourism, no. Tourism is really important class because we get to socialize, no, we get to meet a lot of people, no? Even if you go on a cruise, no, the main purpose bitaw nga nay mga batanon usahay labi ng mga dato kayo mo agto sa cruise because they would like to socialize, no, they would like to meet other people. mo na, no? Because when we reach at a certain age, no, magdalaga na ta, magbinata na ta, we really want to meet a lot of people, no? Kay, of course, either we aspire to make friends or we aspire for marriage, no? And we want to socialize. Not only that, especially those who are quite an adventurer, no, nga labi na mga ubang foreigners, no, or even kita as Filipinos, no, nasa mga early 20s to late 20s, they really like to travel because they would like to see the world, no, nga samtang capable pa sila to travel, no, and they have the means to do so, and they would really like to be immersed in different cultures. Na dyan na certain person class nga ang purpose niya nga mo travel siya is not only to socialize, no, and to meet new people, but also no, to be immersed in their culture, to get to know the locals, no, or to get to know their stories. So, daghang benefits pod ang tourism. Nga, ma-bridge ang gap no between countries because muna siya na instead nga indifferent to ma-feel towards each other because of tourism, no, nga we can travel to abroad or sa uban nga lugar, makaila tag lain-lain nga tao with lain-lain nga personality. Next, cultural enrichment. So, na-pair up ito sa ko ang i-mention kanina class, no, nga there are some people who is really in it for the culture, no, na sila experience, no, not just mag-sightseeing lang sila, beaches and all, para nila, na may beaches sa mo, we really like to know, no, what it feels like, no, or what is a daily life of a Filipino, or what is a daily life of an American, or um, those who live in London or those who live in this place, no, sila ha dire, it's their custom or it's their tradition to do this and to do that, no. So kanon po na siya, no, naiuban nga tourist nga ginan sila nga culturally aware sila because it enhances, no, ang ilahang knowledge about a certain place. Educational significance. So some would like to travel or to let's say visit a country because they would like to learn. It may either be short term or long term. No, short term, like for example, you would go to tours, no, na tour guide nga may introduce mo sa tourist attraction and they would tell you a bit of history about this place. That's an example of educational significance. Now, you are there because you want to learn more about this place. Others would like to stay long term. For example, ganahan siya moskwila, no nya, kanang kani nga country or kani nga lugar offers the best education for this kind of field. So mo travel ko dira, no. We have that because there are many branches of tourism class, no. We have sports tourism, no, health tourism, and this one is edu-tourism, no. Like people go to museums, they go to universities. Kana pa lang mo agto ka sa lain na nga lugar because you would like to study, no, kay they offer the best education for medicine baron, no, or they offer the best education for this kind of program or this kind of field, then that is another importance of tourism. Okay, next is a vital force for peace. If countries or let's say people, no, nga ma-aware na sila sa culture sa usa ka country, no, it gives them a better understanding of that country, no. Before, we tend to judge other people because you do not know nga it's their tradition or nga narajud sila. Okay. So, because of tourism, no, we are able to please mute your microphone. Kinsa ron nga microphone. Sorry. Please mute your microphone, Christensen. Okay. Medyo hinay kay internet. Paabot na ta for a while ha. Okay, so let's continue. So, tourism is a vital force for peace. It is because, of course, no, the more you understand people, because of their culture, yung ani ang ilahang rag naadda no yung ani jud sila, it gives us a full understanding nga we shouldn't judge other people because sa ilahang nga lugar ang ani man no, it's already a tradition for them mo man ang ilahang kuan. Para sa gunang kung para sa tuwa it's offensive or it's para sila ha dili ra mag is a normal thing to do no, and because of that no nga sa tourism maka-travel ta silang lugar makasabot ta nga para sa to offensive siya pero ilaha kay normal raman dai kay na para sa ilaha no. So na wala siya, it gives us an opportunity to understand other people more. Okay, so that ends our discussion on the overview of tourism. Let us now proceed to another. So let us now proceed to another presentation. We will be discussing this morning the different tourism organizations in the Philippines. Wait lang for a while ha. Makita ra class?
Yes, dam.
Yes, dam.
Okay. Open sa ko Google Meet sa phone kay para maka-accept ko sa Okay. So this morning we are going to learn about the different tourism organizations in the Philippines. But this is not actually a complete koan class no kay tungod pili ra ni siya no katurang mga medyo sikat-sikat no or koan famous nga mga Okay, wait lang for Okay. So, medyo mga sikat-sikat nga mga tourism organizations in the Philippines. So, what are tourism organizations? These are actually either private no, or sa government ni siya nga mga organizations that are there to help no, mga different associations, members, institutions to reach their goals, most especially if it's related to tourism. Like schools no, that are offering tourism and hospitality management programs. No, they help schools who are members no, of their organization into developing no, their plans and into achieving their goals no, most especially ang kaning mga associations class ang ilang purpose is to give off trainings no, mag-host sila og trainings para mas ma-improve pa jud ang skills no sa mga members, or for example magpa-convention sila no for updates, for seminars, for workshops. So the first tourism organization is PTAA. So PTAA was established in 1979. It aims to foster unity in the travel industry and to promote welfare of its members. So its structure no, or yung organization includes general membership, the board of trustees, in-service groups and committees, and the secretariat. So ilang membership no, upat ka klase. No, they have the regular membership, firms duly licensed by the appropriate agencies such as travel and tour agencies. So specifically, these are for tour and travel agencies, pero other sectors are also included no, pwede man mo appeal ang kanang mga airlines or pwede man mo appeal ang kanang mga hotels because of course no, allied man sila nga kuan, these are allies or allied man sila sa tour and travel agency because without hotels and airlines no, and even kanang magparenta og mga buses or coaches no, dili ma-form ang services si tour and travel agency kay garlay rabi ang tour and travel agency sa mga tour packages, and part of the tour packages are kanang um, plane seats, no, or kanang magpa-block ka og seats sa plane, mga room sa hotel, no, tour guides, um, mga restaurants, appeal po na, no, additional man lang ang services, and even ka na magparenta og bus or van, mo man na ang mga that is what comprises a tour package, and mo man na ang main jud nga product or service nga ihatag ni tour and travel agency. So that is why even if this organization is specifically for tour and travel agencies, but even airlines and other companies na which is allied man pod sa tour and travel agency are also part of this organization. So regular members are those are tour and travel agencies that are listed or registered in their organization. Ang associate members are branches of the regular members duly licensed by the appropriate government agency as well as the travel agency branch offices. For example, if you own a tour and travel agency, timbutang CSR Tour and Travel Agency. Yung imuhang tour and travel agency, ang iyang main office is naa sa San Carlos City. Now, bumuna siya ang main office ni mo, no? Naa kay mga branches sa Sagay, Silay, Calatrava, naa kay branch sa Bacolod. Unya ikaw, as the main branch, member ka aning PTAA. Imuhang mga branches nga naa sa Sagay, sa Calatrava, naa sa Bacolod, kuan na siya class. Associate members ra na sila. Kay originally ikaw ra man jud ang na registered as the member. Di ba? Okay. So ikaw regular member ka kay ikaw man ang registered ani nga organization, ang imong mga branch associate members sa sila. Unsay nakalihan ani nilang duha? Madungog ra Japon ko class. Medyo gawala-wala abi ko.
Okay raman da, madungog ra da.
Yes, dam.
Okay. Sige, sige. I-PM ko ha if magputol-putol ko class. Ang nakalian ni regular member class o ni associate member is that si regular member, for example, magpa-meeting, mag-votation abi for the executive board, executive board or kanang kanang murag ang ilahang general nila nga officers ani nga organization abi butuhanin na gani when it comes to decisions or mag-vote for officers no ani nga organization. Si regular member naa siya ana nga opportunity or naa siya ana nga responsibility. Pero si okay. Si associate member wala siya ing anak nga responsibility. Kay tungod dili man jud siya directly registered in that organization. Kuan naman siya kanang na-appeal na lang siya og ka-member kay tungod ang main office member man. So ang mga mga branch offices na member lang sila pero associate ra mag na-appeal na lang sila ba nang murag kanang sa tawag ani? Murag na supplementary na lang sila ba, no? So, regular members ra ang naay mga benefits and also although maka-comment siya pong benefits associate members pero ang full jud nga benefits and then ang allowed ra to have votations or to make decisions or to contribute to decisions are the regular members. So, kung kani nga travel agency ang main branch or ang main office, mao ni siya ang member, associate member, madala na siya, no? Ma-appeal siya na sa automatically. Mahimo sa associate members. Pero, wala sila same power as regular members. So, these are for tour and travel agencies only. How about allied members? So, muna kong i-mention, no, those associations nga, kuan sila, engage or let's say, na-appeal po sila tabang in providing services sa mga tour and travel agencies will be considered as allied members. Like, for example, airlines, hotels, convention organizers, no, nga, lingtabang sila, no, into contributing to the tour package, no, distributed by the tour and travel agency. Like, for example, kani nga airline, siya jud ang tig-supply or let's say, partner siya ani nga tour and travel agency which is also a regular member. So, mahimo po siyang allied member. Or kani nga hotel, no? Appeal po siya sa nag-contribute sa mga hotel rooms, no? Nga part ng pud sa tour package nga ginahatag or ginabaligya ni tour and travel agency, so ma-considered po siya as allied member. Depende ni class no if kani sila lisensyado ni sa DOT or dili, matawag siya po sila as allied members as long as nag-contribute sila sa katong tour and travel agency nga member ana nga organization. So mara po siya mag-press associate member. No, so these are not tour and travel agencies but they help contribute to the tour and travel agencies. Affiliate members are regional or provincial associations of travel and tour operators. So, for example, no, diri sa Western Visayas na Association for Tour and Travel Agency, nya mo appeal sila aning national nga organization kay national level man ni siya class. National level. Katong mga provincial offices diri sa Western Visayas na abi association abi sa tanang mga tour and travel agency. So, mo pa register sila aning PTAA, mahimo sila affiliate members. So daghan na siya klase no kato ganing Team Philippines no katong giagto nato sa Iloilo nga nag ay dili pa di ay to pata member ato. Wala dito na dayon ato di ay no kay COVID na to. Purpoho no si Jojo is already a member naman. So kung magpa-member mo, daghan man nagklase po ang Team Philippines, no? Na atay institutional, which is ang school ang member, na atay for teachers or ang instructors, or naapod ta sa kamo, mga estudyante. So, lain-lain po na siya. Lain-lain po na ang ilahang benefits and also ang ilahang mga responsibilities. So, that is for PTAA. Next, let's now proceed to, kita akong illustration. Makita rin akong illustration class. Dili makita dire sa cellphone. Makita rin illustration or wala.
Makita daw.
Dili lagi makita ni sa for a while class ha. Okay. Next is hotel and Restaurant Association of the Philippines. So, these are not koan ha. Naapo tay separate association class para sa mga hotel and restaurant and tourism educators. Lahi po to sa schools to. Kani, these are for hotels and restaurants no, in the Philippines. So, this was founded on September 2, 1952 by executives of leading hotels and restaurants in Manila. Upgrades the management skills and personal services to maintain proper standards at home as well as to keep abreast with the progressive trends. Because class, no, si DOT, they sometimes provide mga memos, no, and updates. Most especially karon kay pandemic na class no, na sila yung mga guidelines and standards ginasat si DOT in order for your establishment such as a hotel or a restaurant to fully operate or to fully open even in the time of the pandemic. No, diri sa ato sa San Carlos City, no, I also was fortunate enough to have a copy of the guidelines, no. Wala mo koy gitag iya nga restaurant, no, pero kanang because of research purposes, no, nakita nako dito katong hilang himo lang ma'am sa balya nga checklist siya. So for example, mo open ka og restaurant, mo open ka og kuan kay tungod pandemic man, na mga guidelines and protocols, no, and standards have to be to be considered, no, kay para mo open ka. So usually these associations, no, para sa nini HRAP, muhatag na silang memo din ni email ba karon nga kanang for a while ha. Meron siya ko magputol-putol. Okay. So, kaning associations class sila na either email, mapatawag sila meeting nga, oy members of these associations, so naami standards or naami guidelines nga na kuan na kita sa DOT. No, we would like to inform you or we would like if you would like no natay Zoom meeting nga kanang to explain to you these guidelines no, to help you in your establishment para maka-open mo masking karon nga time nga naay pandemic or something like that, no. And at the same time, they not only provide you updates no, not only provide you, let's say, orientation on how to run or na mga updates or improvements, no, on how to run your hotel and restaurant, but each rep also helps provide skills training to your employees. So for example, if your hotel or your restaurant is a member of each rep, nya nana sila yung mga email sa mga managers nga, oy, if you are interested, we have the skills training, no, maski online lang, ani nga mga following dates, no, ya dili man jud na mahimo class ka tanan nimong empleyado imuha jung i-pull out para moatan ana nga skills training, pwede man mapadala ba karog mga managers, or for example mo pili kag pila ka book mga employees to attend the training, no, and then sila na bahala relay or train silang mga kauban inig kauli nila from the training. So mo pa na ang nasa Hotel and Restaurant Association of the Philippines. They provide updates, no, help you with the guidelines, most especially from DOT, and also helps to provide training, no, to or skills training to personnel ninyo sa hotel, no, para at least to be updated or to keep in par, no, with the trends. Kay for example, magtabis lag convention sa abroad, no, kaning members ani or kaning naa sa executive board ani nga association, makita sila nga ay morning trend sa mga hotels or restaurants sa abroad. So atong daron sa Philippines, mukuan ta mag-re-echo ta, mag-re-echo kung sa mga nabalaan dito, ang mga pong i-introduce sila sa mga hotels and restaurants dire para they can also keep in par, no, or keep abreast with the trends, no, with the updates na sa karon. Kay mo man siya importante class ngano magsigira man siya tag skills training, ngano masigir man siya tag patawag for meeting, no, na mga updates para we should be aware nga we need to change our outdated nga mga kuan, no, mga protocols or outdated na ato ang mga standards. Para sa po na sa school good nga permira may mag-seminar, say ang tiyan magpatawag, no, kay nay bag-o nga memo, nya instruct din mi unsay mga bago-an nga memo para at least ikauli na mo sa mga respective schools, we can also improve or enhance our whatever it is nga kinahanglan i-enhance, no, to keep up with the trend because ever changing, no, gasigi ga update. So unsa ang mga members, no, nga sulod sa HRAP? You have hotel sectors, restaurant sectors, ally sectors, associate division, affiliate sector, provincial chapters, honorary members, and life members. So HRAP publishes newsletters which are distributed to members and are disseminated to tourism-oriented organizations. And I've already seen an example of this one, no, because when I was working in Crown Regency, sa una, no niya, usay makalimpyo man mi sa office sa manager, no, sa general manager ni GM. Kita na mo dito, na siya yung mga magazines from HRAP. And these are updates, no, like na yung mga kanitong unsa ang mga trends sa hotels sa abroad, no? At least to give him an idea nga, we should need to adapt this one, no? Because these are the new updates or trends karon sa hotel. So HRAP undertakes projects geared towards vocational training and manpower development along skills required by the hospitality industry. That is why, if kamo, no, kutong nadayon tato sa team, ingani po ni siya matabo po sa to, ano, kung nadayon ta ato sa Team Philippines sa seminar and you will become members, not only that you will be receiving a certificate, but you will get to be invited every year to attend their skills training or even their workshops, no? And perks of that is you in a following year, kung member na ka, mas less na ang imong bayaran sa registration fee, no? And you are invited, no, exclusively for trainings, which is dili invited ang mga non-members, no? So mga ingana. Okay, next is TESCO. So, katong mga schools, no, nga ang ato ang naagto na dit or naagto tayo sa Iloilo class, so katong mga schools nga atong nakuyog. No, some of them are actually a member of TESCO, and no, I've been trying to kay karon we're still working to be a member of ALE. We are already a member of Team Philippines, and sa totong last time, nalimot ko. Katong sa Iloilo, no, member na po tato. I forgot the name sa organization.
Sokatep dam.
Sukatep. Yes, thank you no, for reminding me. No, we are already a member of Sukatep. We are a member of Team Philippines. We're still working on being a member of ALE. Pero kanina, no, TESCO is also one of my plans. No, kay TESCO is for schools, no, tourism educators, schools, colleges, and universities. So TESCO is a bona fide organization of tourism educators duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission in January 9, 1993. So what is SEC? No, actually, we are also a member of SEC, Daily ang Tourism, no, but the ARSC, our student government. When we talk about SEC, if you are registered sa SEC, it means that you can fully function as an organization, no? Kanang dili illegal ang imuhang organization ba because nakuha naman na siya, na-recognize naman na siya ni SEC, tagaan ka na murag plaque or certificate, no, nga kuan na ka, you are a bona fide organization. Okay. So TESCO has three categories of members. No, you have the regular, association, and institutional. Regular are those who are engaged in teaching tourism and other related courses, most especially no sa mga teachers, program heads. Association are those involved in tourism research, studies, and training. So these are associations class nga mo-provide sila og training to schools, most especially those who are offering tourism programs, no? And then ang institutional is ang school itself, no? Institutions, organizations which are interested in promoting the goals of the association. So muna when we applied for Team Philippines, duha to ka membership. Gitagaan may certificate of membership sa school, and gitagaan pod may og membership for the individual jud, like the teacher and the students as well. So kung students, no, o teachers, regular. For institutional, for schools, institutional ilaha na membership. Okay, next is Corep. So kung kato TESCO is for tourism educators, ang Corep is, spelling ang restaurant, Council of Hotel and Restaurant Educators of the Philippines. So Corep is a bona fide organization of hotel and restaurant educators of the Philippines, duly registered as well with the SEC or Securities and Exchange Commission. It generates a wide acquaintance and closer cooperation among those who are interested in hotel and restaurant education. Why is there a need to separate tourism educators and hospitality or hotel and restaurant educators? It is because no, lahi ang core or professional courses and core subjects ni hotel and restaurant and the tourism. Although some of them no mag-share man sila similar subjects no because they both have business subjects, but tourism no management deals more on planning, no, tourism sustainability, events planning, so mo na kalabanan ilaha, no. Subscription sila plano all the time, no, because for the tourism development, si HRM or HM is more on how do we manage a business, no? And we have to know each sector, or let's say each department of the hotel, because if we would like to become a manager, dapat well-rounded kita, no, kabalo taon si trabaho sa housekeeping, kabalo taon si trabaho sa F&B service and production, kabalo taon si trabaho sa front office, no. So mao na siya, no, more on skills. Sigira jud mi ana og laboratory sa HM. Unya naa pa may mga management subjects because of course, if you are to manage a business, because a hotel and restaurant is a business, then we really need to understand those. But for the tourism, kalabanan sa tong subject tourism sustainability, tourism development, tourism planning, marketing, entrepreneurship, because we are more on planning. We need to plan in order to develop no tourism infrastructures, tourism attractions. So medyo kung sano pa na bigger picture ta no sa tourism. Ang HRM is only under the umbrella of tourism. So, muna. Members under the Corep, So, we have regular, associate, sustaining, honorary, and life membership. So, mga tag-regular, these are full-time educators granting certificates who have taught HRM students for at least a year. That is why when they ask for a training, most especially no, ang ilasyon ng ginapangayo nga credentials is kuan jud no kanang murag katibayan nga nag-teach jud kag HRM. So, like for example no employment, a certificate of employment na dira nga nag-start ka from sa nga year kung kay di man sila mo grant og certificates if have not taught HRM subjects at all, no, at least 1 year lang ilang criteria to become a regular member. Next, associate. So these are the practitioners in the field, such as those who have worked in a restaurant or a hotel, regardless if it's an administration nga level or naradyo ka sa kano, like housekeeper ka ko ano, you can be an associate member. Next, sustaining associations that are involved in the advancement of hotel and restaurant education in the Philippines. So those who provide trainings can be a member, no, kani siya nga private sector nga association. They provide trainings, no, and skills development to those who are teaching in the HRM program. Okay, ang honorary, those who are invited by the council to become such because of exceptional contributions to the growth of the hospitality. For example, you are not an HRM teacher or instructor, you are a businessman, but you have contributed to the growth of the hospitality industry, no? Wala man jud ka, you're not really directly related to the hospitality industry, no? Wala man ka hotelier, pero you have contributed something great to the hospitality industry that you are invited by the council to become an honorary member. Siyag special member. Maski politician ka, no, if dako kay kag contribution, like for example, invest you kag maayo for the hospitality industry, you are an avid supporter of the hospitality industry, no, so you provide opportunities to hoteliers, no, so you can be an honorary member. Life membership are those who have rendered 10 years of outstanding service to the association, either as an officer or a member. So if you have rendered at least 10 years, no, as a member or an officer of Corep, then you can be considered as a life member. So pang lifetime na. No, tagaan ka ang nag-plate, no, token of appreciation. Okay, so this is actually also amo ang school, no, my alma mater is also a member of Corep and Arme. Perdugay-dugay naman po to ang akong alma mater, no. They have established themselves since 2008. So hopefully kita maabot pa ta sa point nga we are also a member na pohon. Because our benefits class, no, we get to be invited to trainings, no, to seminars, no, and we are provided a lot of opportunities if we become members to different organizations. And it's also a plus point for PASCO, no. That is why the more organizations nga member ta, the more points po nga to ang ma-earn sa PASCO. But by the way, no, I forgot to mention, we are almost kanang done with our submission for the government recognition, but we are already approved naman ta nito, no, pero approved naman ta na lang yung mga additional nga mga requirements ipang submit pang apas na lang, no, and we are quite happy, no, because of course being recognized by the government as a school that is that can offer already a tourism program is an achievement already. So first step na lang siya. Hopefully ang second step is being a member of these different associations. So RMA, no, ang alma mater, Concentrics College, is also a member of ARME. So ARME stands for Association of Administrators of Hospitality, Hotel, and Restaurant Management Educational Institutions Incorporated. Taas, no? So it is envisioned to be an outstanding serving as a vehicle for all schools offering HRM, tourism, and course related. This is much more higher than Corep class, no? And specifically, they provide trainings, updates on administrators such as the program head, no, the dean, no, of the tourism, or sorry, of the hospitality management na program. Sorry, bali. So members are classified as regular, those who are administrators, including practicum coordinators. So other schools, no, has the kaaway no murag naa sila privilege or let's say swerte kay sila no because they have a separate practicum coordinator no. Other schools daghan kay sila og faculty no. They have a separate program head which will only teach 3 subjects at most. Then they have at least a roster of faculty members. And then they also have a separate practicum coordinator, which is ang iyang main job Richard, is to make MOAs, to make the practicum handbook, no, and to make sure ang mga practicum ma-assign dud sila sa hotel nga wherein matay dud sila og tarong. No, at the same time, ihapong trabaho is to orient no practicumers no or interns. So kalaban ng mga dagko nga schools na adjust separate nga practicum coordinator. It's because daghan kaayo og mga estudyante di niya matagsa-tagsa og monitor tanan. In my case, all in one ko no, faculty member, program head, and practicum coordinator. No? So I have too much on my hands already, but that's okay, no. This will serve as a learning experience for me as well. No, puhon if I will be designated in a different school, no, and I will be given opportunity to be any of those koan. So, muna siya regular or kato mga administrator, program head, dean, sa kala sa program head og dean. Other schools class kadagko kaayo naana sila dean, napod sila program head. Si dean, no, siya jud ang na final say, no. Taas pa na siya kaysa ni program of course. Si program head is just there no to monitor the students, no, sa ilang needs, ang ilang pag-arrange sa subjects nila needed for enrollment, no, their curriculum, na ay mga concerns ang mga estudyante sila ng subjects, ito mudaga ni program head. Pero ang katong si dean, siya dyan na siya ang humuhatag og load sa mga teachers, no, muasan og subjects sa yahang faculty, no, mo-monitor siyang faculty kung nagklase ba, no, nag-monitor ni faculty kung unsa ang mga kuan for the curriculum or for the syllabus, no, mao ang trabaho ni dean. So program head sa student, at least no nag-divide sila. No, other schools does not have the luxury of that at all, no, such as so matuin-one jud ka usahay. And of course, si practicum coordinator dili na siya responsibility ni program head. Kay natay separate nga practicum coordinator nga mo siya niyang sole purpose, no. Anya mas yuta siya class kay tungod mas ma-focus na ni program or ni practicum coordinator kung asa jud nga best hotel ang i-assign nila student because daghan kay siya time to look for hotels. Ang kan mo trabaho ni practicum coordinator is musuri abi siya og ngita siya prospects, no, magto siya ani nga mga hotels, makikstorya siya sa HR, makikstorya siya sa manager nga oy we would like to have our internship here, no, sa ko ang mga estudyante. So mana maghimuslag agreement and all, no, then pasign sa MOA, and na sila yung mga transactions, etc. So ingana no more na trabaho ni practicum coordinator. No, although it's very tiring, no, mag-update pa siya sa mga estudyante at the same time maghimo pa siya sa practicum handbook, no, i-distribute sa mga estudyante, mag-orient pa siya sa mga estudyante, mangita pa siya prospects or let's say mga hotels, no, asa ang i-assign ang bata. Nice nga na class, no, kay it's very kanang very organized kay kan man good class namang good times nga pasensya sa akong background ha kay na klase akong manghod. Kaya nakaninot anang kuan class na ay separate nga practicum coordinator. It is because makaila-ila siya sa mga bata. Ay kani siya kay maayo siya ani. So angay ni siya ibutang ani nga hotel or kani siya medyo na pa siya struggle ani nga field. So maybe we will just put the student here kani nga department ani nga hotel. Taga na po siya nindot nga hotel pero ibutaw siya nato una diri nga department para maghinay-hinay rag build up ang iyahang skill. So mas kuan ba mas customize ang experience na estudyante if na separate coordinator. O diba, nag-segue na ko, no? Okay, next is associate. Those who are HRM and tourism faculty members and industry practitioners. Actually, class, the trend karon ni Chad. I wish nga I do have the time to do that, no? Ang trend karon ni Chad actually, class, is you cannot be a faculty member if you are not an industry practitioner. And ang pinaka-perfect na example is Ma'am Jan Sabalya, no? She is an industry practitioner for many years and then, pero di man ko siya full-time. mag full-time kay si Miss Jen, perfect kay siya, mo fit siya sa criteria nga gi-ask ni Chad. Because they would ask industry practitioners to become teachers kaysa mukuha ta og teacher nga dili industry practitioner. It's very difficult because in our field it's more on service oriented, no? Service oriented ta more ta on skills, no? Unya kumukuha ka og teacher nga dili industry practitioner, wala siya idea unsa ni, no? Wala siya idea unsay padagan sa hotel, unsay padagan sa tourism industry, no? So, mo ni siya, faculty members and tourism or hospitality practitioners. Next, institutional. So, schools, colleges, and universities offering HRM and tourism. So, taas-taas si Koan. Oh, we're almost done. Last na ni. Okay, so, the Women in Travel, Philippine chapter. So, naapoy ko naapoy laing chapters ang the Women in Travel. So, we have one here in the Philippines. So, this was organized in 1980. Members are top female executives of airlines, hotels, travel agencies, and other companies. So, if you are female and you have contributed, no, you are very exemplary, no, you have contributed a lot to the hospitality or tourism industry, and you are an executive, pa mga executive class, naka sa administration, no, kanang head ka. Like, for example, sa airlines company, ikaw ang head dito, no? Hotel and travel agencies, ikaw ang owner, no? And other companies related to tourism, no? And you have contributed a lot, no? Ako pa kay kag position, So, mo na siya. You belong to the Women in Travel nga organization. Next is Philippine Association of Convention and Exhibitions Organization and Suppliers, Incorporated, or PACEOS, or PASEOS. So, as what I've mentioned before, no, balik na ako siya. This was also my master's thesis po, no. Conventions industry is already booming na in the tourism industry, or the tourism, my sector, or convention sector is already a booming sector in the tourism industry. It is because people travel a lot, no, to have meetings, to attend conventions, to attend workshops or seminars, no, for their personal growth. Masking karon nga naay pandemic class nga di na ta kaagtog mga convention centers to have seminars, there are still virtual trainings, conventions, no, nga gina-organize, no, for personal growth, because we as people, no, usahay kita, we belong to the academe, or if you belong to the industry, dili ra enough nga dili ra kakutob. Sometimes we like to strive to improve ourselves because learning never stops. At the same time, we would like to improve, no, kay kung sa una mo ni akong skills, dili ko ginahan i-limit akong kaugalingon nga dira na ko. So, mo-attend ko ni mga training para mas ma-enhance pa rin akong skills, no, mas globally competitive pa jud ko. Because if you limit yourself, class, no, dili ka mahimong globally competitive kay kuan man, no, kanang murag kontento na ka nga dira na ka, but a globally competitive person is never contented of where he is now, no. Ginahan siya nga ma-improve yung skills to keep in par, no, with other countries nga. Oh, they are doing this, they have these skills, no. Kuan sila, maayo kaayo sila aning mga aning nga field. So I would like to be like that, no. Ginahan ko nga kuan pug ko, no, keep up pug ko sa ilaha, no, sa trends in globalization. So attend ko mga seminars, conventions, and people have been doing that for a very long time. You see doctors attending congresses, attending conventions, no. You see teachers, you see hoteliers, no. Daghan kaayo in any industry na magtapok jud, no, to have conventions and seminars. Because it's important, no? People like to gather to share something, to get something from other people, no, and to learn something. So, muna siya, tungod ana, no, nga sikat kaayo ang MICE sector, no, meetings, incentives, conventions, and events. So, naatay PASEOS or PACEOS, no? So, it is the voice of convention and exhibition industry. It plays a significant role in the economic development. And, of course, balik na ko yung sulti class, no? Out of all the sectors in tourism, you have edutourism, you have health tourism, sports tourism, cultural and arts, no? Business tourism. Ang pinakadako jud nga naka-contribute jud sa tourism industry is MICE, or Meetings, Incentives, Conventions, and Exhibition. So, mo ni siya, no? Kasi daghan pa kayo nga conventions, no, conventions, or organizations for conventions, no, pero I just named a few lang. Okay, so that ends my discussion on the tourism organizations in the Philippines. I would like to share more, most probably in ikakuan na lang, next meeting. I have a book who has also a lot of list of tourism organizations. If you were here, no, makapa-photocopy ta ako sa inyo, ha. I will just send a picture na lang. Wala ko'y scanner, naguba among scanner. So, I will just send a picture of the list of tourism organizations that is found in this book. If you can buy this book, mas maayo po, no? Travel services. If you can buy this book, mas maayo. The author is Dolores Salamanca. Hindi siya kanana tanan. No? Napo diri mga tourism organizations. I'll just take a picture of this one, send it on Google Classroom. Okay? Stop share sa ta. Questions before to proceed sa next subject.